welcome to the I Feel Like Roasting channel. I am your host, Kevin McCarthy, and I am here today to bring you another episode of the same thing I do every day. But I'm trying to make it fresh and new now, every day. I'm coming up with new ideas, because I'm bored. I'm bored like everyone else, so let's come up with some fresh stuff. I'm not just gonna sit here and just do the same old talk to you for, I say 10 minutes, but it ends up being 20 minutes. I'm not gonna do that to you today. We're gonna come up with something new. I found this new app on my Roku. It's called the Newsy app, and I'm gonna go through it and kind of go through the topics and just completely freestyle here, because hey, what better to do than just let's just share what everyone would like to say. I think everyone's a little bit crazy right now. We've all been cooped up for weeks and weeks. We're all right on the edge of our mental strength right now. We're about to go insane if you push us, in just a minor little way. I think everyone's ready to just go a little insane. So let's go a little insane on some news topics from around the world. Number one on the Newsy list I wanted to talk about was the struggle, the fight that they're having. Evangelists mostly are not closing down their churches. They want to go and still have church congregations and everything. They don't want to close churches. They feel like churches should not be closed. Everything else should be closed, but churches, should be open. Personally, I'm going to say here, if it's just evangelists, I don't know, keep those open, because we could only hope they all catch coronavirus, right? Come on. We really need more evangelists on the fucking in the world. These people are insane. Did you see the news report here on Newsy? The reporter asks, aren't you worried about spreading coronavirus? Aren't you worried about, you go to the grocery store. The woman admits she goes to the grocery store and this and that. She's like, aren't you worried about, you could get it at the grocery store, you could spread it to the whole congregation. Aren't you worried about that? This woman says, no, because I am covered in Jesus' blood. I cannot spread the coronavirus or get it because I am covered in Jesus' blood. First of all, just getting over how fucking intense that sounds. Why is God, bleeding on you to show his love? That's some insane shit. He can't just give you, his, his faith or anything. He's gotta bleed on you? That seems... I don't know about that one, but, yeah, freaking... They don't care. Evangelists are so steadfast in their beliefs. They don't see what's going on in the world. That yeah, you may be covered in Jesus' blood, but maybe I'm not covered in Jesus' blood, and maybe he's not. I don't feel that's a disinfectant. I'd rather use Purell or something more. Covered by a doctor, something a little more medical. Jesus, I can't walk into the, hospital I know I'm sick and I got 5 other people sick, but I thought Jesus' blood really had me covered there. I don't know what happened. I don't know what went wrong. It must have been a bad batch of Jesus' blood. Maybe he had that one stored for a while in his closet, and maybe that was expired Jesus blood, but I don't know how we got sick. Evangelists are just calm down. If you believe in God that much, if you're that in tune with God, you think you're doing the right thing, God should understand during a pandemic that you gotta stay home for the health. God wants society, right? He's all good and everything. He wants society to be healthy and safe. God doesn't want you to go and get people sick. He wants you to follow society and be safe and healthy for human race. He loves everybody. I never heard anywhere that God just loves evangelists and wants them to survive. So I feel like evangelists have this it's us against the world thing, you know. We don't care what any of you other religions, any of you other people think. We want to go to church. That's it. We're covered in Jesus' blood. We'll be safe. So that's why I feel fine in saying, fuck them then. Let them all get sick. Who cares? What is evangelist is like the least favorite religion. If all us religions were at a party, evangelists would be the ones in the corner hanging out by themselves that no one would hang out with. I mean, evangelists are the least favorite of religions by far. I mean, I don't care who you are, evangelists are the most annoying. You know, the fucking, oh, the Lord touch me. You know, they're the ones that are yelling, COVID-19, be gone, be dead. And then, like, didn't one of them have coronavirus? Like, you're not going to yell, COVID-19, be gone. And just because you yell it, like, really loud in a southern accent, it's gone. No, this shit is not, it's not happening right now. We don't need make-believe sorcery. I know your beliefs are that strong, but this is like a real-life thing that's actually happening right now. And if you believe in God that much, God put this down on earth, and maybe he's testing you. Like, this is a real thing going on. You know, I mean, maybe you want to meet God sooner, so whatever, but let them do what they want to do, I guess. If they want their church to be open, they feel they need to praise and not be closed, let them do that. Don't even bother them. Let them do that, you know, whatever. It's bad to say it, but hopefully they all get infected and every single one of them gets sick, because they deserve it. They deserve it for making a mockery. Everyone's trying to stay home, social distance. Everyone's trying to do their part in society so we survive and we don't fucking get wiped off the planet due to a disease. And fucking evangelists need to fucking worship a little while. Fuck them. Let them fucking go and get all sick and die off. I'm sorry. But they don't care for our safety. Why am I going to sit here and care for their safety? They don't care, clearly. They just say, you know, don't you worry about someone getting sick. No, I'm covered in Jesus' blood. Well, good. Then go and all of you get covered in Jesus' blood, as long as you do it in your fucking evangelist church away from us. Then I don't feel anything wrong with it, you know? God. It's like, I don't know, religions, you can, they always say, you know, if you're strong in your faith in God, whatever, you can fucking worship at home, you pray. Is God really like, you know, when you get up there to heaven, he's like, you know, I was gonna let you in. I was gonna let you in because you're an evangelist. And you were in all the way. But then there was that pandemic where everyone was supposed to stay home because everyone was getting sick and dying, and it was a deadly disease to the planet. And you didn't go to church. You didn't fucking go to church on Sundays or every day during that pandemic that was killing everyone. So I'm sorry I can't let you into heaven. I'm sorry. You fucked up there. You should have went to church during that fucking pandemic. You know, that clearly, you know, I made, because I'm God. You believe I make everything. You know, you didn't listen to me when I made it a stay-at-home order. It just doesn't make sense to me. Whatever, let's move on from religious stuff. Let's go to HBO is unlocking 500 hours of content to stream for free. That's exciting, you know. Their streaming services, Sling TV's done this, a lot of free stuff. You know, so people are doing the right thing, giving us more mindless stuff to watch forever and ever. Because it's true, everyone's like, pick up a new hobby, do this. Like, how can we pick up a new hobby? What I want to do pottery now? How am I going to go get a fucking pottery wheel to start that? You know, I want to sew. I can't go buy a sewing kit. I can't go buy a shuffleboard, a pool table. There's no way to start a new hobby. All you could do is start whatever you already had. If you happen to have a hobby that you hadn't started already, you know, I don't play my kendama enough, so I've been playing that a lot now, finally. I mean, you gotta have whatever you already have. You can't go and buy a new hobby right now. Everything is closed, so you gotta watch TV after TV. I mean, You know, I'm on 60 Days In, like I said. 60 Days In might be one of my favorite shows ever murder documentary, serial killer documentary. I'm in on all of those, so, you know, but you need it. That's all we have. All we have is to watch. And, you know, that's why I'm making these videos, because all you have to do, give me 15 minutes, people. What's so wrong with watching I Feel Like Roasting for 15 minutes? It's not that bad of a deal. You know, like this topic says, social media is the only stage in town. And you give, like, you give the Paul brothers, Logan, and you give those brothers another 15 minutes. We get it, you know. You guys are jacked. You like to box. You're cool. You're really fucking cool with your blonde hair. We get it. Aren't you guys tired of them? Don't you want someone new? You know, I mean, young 30s, really young, cool, new on the block, funny, hilarious guy. Don't you? I mean, let's switch it up a little bit. Give someone else a chance. Let's make some changes is all I'm fucking saying out there. All right? Anyways, Quibi came out, which is cool. You know, the little short, below 10 minute movies. Like they're doing Punk'd. Chance the Rapper's doing Punk'd. So that means it'll be a Punk'd with no swear word. It'll be like G-rated Punk'd, where, you know, maybe instead of, you know, pranks, they just surprise their wife with gifts. I think, well, it's no longer pranks. It's actually just waiting at home for their wife with rose petals, and then they surprise her with new jewelry pieces, you know, necklaces and rings and such. That's the new Punk'd. It's not Punk'd, it's, you know, they punk their wife into thinking they're not getting another gift today, but then they just give her another gift. It's a great thing. My show can never be under 10 minutes because, you know, I gave up on that a long time ago. I said I was going to make little short videos. I can't. I talk too long. Whatever. If you're here and you're listening to my show, you already know I talk for too long. And I just figure, fuck it, you know, no one watches the shit anyways if it's 3 minutes or 25 minutes, so might as well do what I like and enjoy, and that's for me to talk for 15 to 20 minutes, and even I would get tired of myself after 20 minutes. I actually watch these over now, and sometimes I'll admit they are pretty fucking, torture. Man, I wouldn't watch some of my own episodes, so I don't blame you guys at all for not watching them. Anyways, what else is good on here? I thought I had at least another topic to talk about. What was it? Oh, yeah, I was going to talk about, like, how you guys feel about late night shows. SNL is coming back with a remotely produced show. Like, how do you feel about late night shows making their shows in their house? Basically, it's like my show. Like, the cameras seem cheap, and they're sitting in, like, their fucking basement in basketball shorts and a t-shirt, and they're still making their late night shows. That's just cool. We're accepting that. Why don't they just take some time off and do repeats? Conan O'Brien used to do that all the time. Like, whatever happened to repeats? I mean, do we have to have new shows of fucking Jimmy Fallon in his house and stuff? I mean, what's James Corden doing, fucking quarantine karaoke or something? So that's a good joke right there. I don't care what anyone says. But I mean, why, you know, is all I'm saying. What I care about the most is sports there. That's not back yet, but oh, Harvey Weinstein got another sexual assault charge, so, you know, that's good. That I think Harvey Weinstein, if he's not, he should be in jail the rest of his life. If his injuries are even half true, you know, he's never gonna last even half of 22 years. So, or did he get 22, or what? I'm just thinking 22 years because it's Joe Exotic. But I mean, Harvey Weinstein, what's the point of even adding more charges? Like, I feel like if he gets out at any point we have dropped the ball. Him, R. Kelly, all of them, they might as well be bunkies because they just deserve to be there. Just lock the key, forget what cell they're in. They just deserve to be there for the rest of their lives, and that's it. There is no way either of them, Harvey Weinstein or R. Kelly or anyone, should get out before they pass away. There is no way. If they get out again and see freedom, if either of them see freedom again, we have dropped the ball as a society, and there is something wrong. There's something wrong with us if we let them out, because they're monsters at the core. Like, Harvey Weinstein's like the definition of a monster, a human monster, that just had all the power, the money, and just knew he could take advantage of women who wanted movie roles, and just knew that, and just felt the power, and knew no one could ever snitch him out. He felt that for years and years, that he was in control of the system of everything. That's just what he felt. I can never get in trouble. I can never... I own, this world, basically. He could do whatever he wanted and was never getting in trouble for 20 plus years, really more than that. I mean, he deserves to be in jail the rest of his life, and if we let him out, him or R. Kelly, the same one. R. Kelly's probably worse than Harvey Weinstein with all the peeing, I don't get what the bodily fluids thing, I've never got that, German Scheiße, whatever. What makes you turned on about getting shit on or pissed on? Every person I know that has ever smelled piss has been like, oh fuck, did you pee somewhere? What the fuck? Why am I smelling pee? No one I've ever met has been smelt like pee somewhere and been like, oh my god, I'm so fucking turned on right now. Just kiss me right now, or smelt a clogged toilet or something and been like, oh my god, I'm getting so horny right now. I'm oh, clogged toilet. Jesus Christ. That's our girlfriend's Valentine present. No, that's not a who gets turned on from shitting or pissing on someone? That's a sick human being right there. Just the smell alone, it makes me want to throw up. And anyone normal, you want to throw up, gag. If that's a happy present, cheers them up, gets them horny, they want to have sex, then yes, throw them in jail. You should be thrown in jail immediately. If you're turned on by someone shitting on you, you should already be in jail. But right when you think that in your mind, you should be arrested. If you even think I want someone to shit on me, you should be in jail already. So that's just my the viewpoint on that. Harvey Weinstein and R. Kelly should never see fresh air again.